So I said to him, "You're great, but your earlier, funnier films are better." And he walks away from me. Did I say something wrong?
Gene, where do I begin? Hello, I'm Ross Sherbert.
And I'm Gene Sisboom Bob. Welcome to Sneaky Peeks, the show that snoops around for mathematics in the major new movies.
We have a real creepy one for you this week, The Adding Family.
Ooh. Oh, speaking of creepy, do you know what they're charging for popcorn at the movies these days? And then they hit you for more for what they call topping. Topping, it's not even butter.
Gene, calm down. I think you're going to like this film. There's a lot of terrific math in it. Let's take a sneaky peek.
And then the monster devoured every person in the entire village. There was not a single survivor.
Oh, Lopez, I do so love a happy ending.
Me too, Suspicia. What did you think? Something? Good, good. And now, Suspicia cara mia, say it again.
Oh, no, Lopez.
Oh, pretty please.
Oh, all right. Parallelogram.
Caramba!
Trapezoid. Isosceles triangle.
Suspicia, what it does to me when you speak math.
Oh, Lopez, please wait. You finished your storytelling hour, but now something has a little number he'd like to perform for us.
Wunderbar! Take it away, something!
Suspicia! Lopez!
Uncle Blister, you're interrupting something.
I'm sorry, but I've got some terrible news.
Great. What is it?
No, it's your son and daughter, Punkster and Thursday. They've been placed under a horrible spell.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, yes. They're behaving like good, healthy kids, playing in the fresh air. Thursday says she wants to be a lawyer when she grows up. And Punkster says he's going to be an accountant.
Oh, this is a disaster. What can we do?
The witch who cast the spell, Glinda, you know, that goody two-shoes who lives down the block, she said, the only way the spell can be broken is if you answer a special question.
What's the capital of North Dakota?
Bismarck! But that's not the question. The question is, what is the sum of all the numbers from 1 to 100? You have 30 minutes.
Hey, we're the adding family. We ought to be able to handle that. It's what we do.
Oh, there was one thing I forgot to tell you.
What?
She told me that 28 minutes ago.
Jumping Beelzebub, we've only got 2 minutes.
Oh, relax, Lopez, darling. There's plenty of time.
Suspicia, are there bats in your belfry? Oh, of course there are. Let me rephrase that. Suspicia, only 2 minutes to add all the numbers from 1 to 100. We'll have to get going on this pronto. Something, help me out. 1 plus 2. 3, good. Plus 3. Oh my gosh, you've run out of fingers. Wait. 6, thank you, something. Plus 4, what's that? 10, plus 5? 15, Suspicia, help us out here. Oh, we'll never get done in time.
Darling, you worry too much.
Whatever are we going to do at 6?
Is this exciting or what?
Yeah, I haven't been in such suspense since my last contract negotiation.
Well, I think it's great. I love all the counting.
Yeah, it sure got a lot of digits, all right, and addition and all, but frankly, I thought there'd be a little bit more interesting math involved. Besides, what does Suspicia think she's doing? She's just sitting there.
She's not just sitting there, Gene. She's thinking.
Oh!
Let's take another sneaky peek.
Plus 16 is 136. Plus 17 is 153. Plus 18 is 171.
Oh, only 15 seconds left.
Oh, no, we'll never break the spell in time. Punkster and Thursday will be normal for the rest of their lives.
5,050.
What?
5,050. That's the sum of all the numbers from 1 to 100. The answer to the question.
Suspicia, you've done it! The spell is broken. The kids will be awful again.
And just in time, too. I've got tickets to take them to the Serpent Show at the Nassau Mausoleum.
But Suspicia, how'd you do it? Lopez and something were all thumbs. Sorry. something. I lost my head.
It's over here, Uncle Blister. Catch.
Thanks. Now then, Suspicious, how'd you come up with the answer?
Well, I was just thinking. There are 50 pairs of numbers from 1 to 100. If you add one number from the beginning and one from the end, each pair adds up to 101.
What do you mean, cara mia?
1 plus 100 is 101. 2 plus 99 is 101. 3 plus 98 is 101. And so on and so on and so on.
And so what?
So, darling, there are 50 pairs of numbers from 1 to 100, the sum of each of which is 101. So I just multiplied 50 times 101.
5,050!
That's right, darling.
Well, I must be going. Oh, yes. It's feeding time at the zoo's vulture house. Guess who's the guest of honor?
That was wonderful calculating, Suspicion.
Thank you, Lopez, darling. You know you can do the same thing with other sequences of consecutive numbers.
You can? Tell me more.
Well, let's just say you wanted to know the sum of all the numbers from 1 to 1,000.
Math talk. Oh, Suspicion, you set me a kindle.
Yeah. All right. She's right, you know. You can do this with all kind of sequences of consecutive numbers. Hey, try it at home.
Well, I take my hat off to the adding family and to you, Roz. That was terrific math stuff. I mean, not only numbers and arithmetic, but recognizing patterns and smart problem solving, too.
I give the adding family a 10.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and I give it, a 9.8 for an average score of 9.9.
Be sure to join us next time on Sneaky Peeks when we get a sneak preview of the new comedy, Honey. I turn the kids into hamsters. See you then.
Tell me, what do you think of this? I got it at the new Hollywood neckwear shop, the Prince of Ties.
In every occupation, wherever you may go, you gotta know that you'll need it for the future. Whatever you may do, you need some math to make your dreams come true. You gotta know math. You gotta know math. Yeah.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
Friday, 8:01 p.m., and New Yorkers who had stayed in the city for the weekend were reveling in their indulgences. The yuppies were guzzling Perrier, the Perriers were guzzling the yuppies, and the guzzlers were just guzzling. But I couldn't care less. I was working the night watch out of MathNet. The chief is Joe Greco. My partner is George Franklin. My name is Tuesday. I'm a mathematician. A mathematician on a wacky, weirdy, windy, mystery weekend in the country. Friday is usually a quiet day at good old MathNet HQ, but when I arrived this morning, there was George dressed as Sherlock Holmes, or rather Sherlock Condo. I told him I got the joke. Home, condo. It seems George and Martha had signed up for a mystery weekend in the country, where people go to act out a make-believe crime and its solution. And at the last minute, Martha couldn't go. George asked me to substitute. He gave me very little choice. And my costume. With George as Sherlock and me as Dr. Watson, we began the 3-hour drive in a rented, rotten car. But it was appropriate because the weather was rotten, too. We were going to an old manor house called the Quams in upstate New York. In the rain and the dark, it was hard to know where we were, but we finally found a sign which, if a bit rickety, seemed to point the way. We had arrived.
Cozy little place, eh, Walt?
That's perfect. It's just like one of those haunted houses from a bad movie.
Yes.
I'm Sherlock Condo, and this is my partner, Dr.
What's it?
MathNet.
MathNet.
I'm sorry, we won't step out of character again. And you are?
I am paved.
I'm a little tipped off myself. Have the other guests arrived?
Why, yes. They're in the drawing room.
Come along, Watson. Let's join the other players.
George, I mean Sherlock, was the captain of the game and told the others about the mystery. In it, a man named Barton Big had disappeared and someone in the game was responsible. We were to find out who. Or is it whom? We met some of the guests, including a retired military man, a jazz musician, a professional TV contestant, and a world-renowned dentist. Peeved interrupted, announcing dinner and our room assignments. We each were assigned a room according to a color. I was in the white room, which went very nicely with my outfit. Once settled, we met again in the dining room.
How you dig hard.
Okay, but I've got hardly any closet space. Tiniest I've ever seen.
Well, let's, chow down.
Kitty Feline isn't here. Shouldn't we wait?
Who?
The world-renowned dentist.
What was that?
B flat, man.
It's coming from upstairs.
Cat. This is one heck of a game. Come on. Kitty Feline was in the red room.
That's next to mine.
Boy, she's got a lot better closet than I have. Hello. What's this? A news clipping. The headline reads, Kitty Cat found innocent.
I thought she said her name was Kitty Feline.
The story continues. At 8 o'clock today, Kitty Cat walked through the halls of justice, a free woman, exonerated from her accused crime of libel in Grover, Cleveland.
Where is she, this kitty cat or kitty feline or whomever?
Whoever, not whomever. All in good time. All in good time.
Someone has written a note across this clipping.
Well, what does it say?
Doesn't say anything.
You
have to read it.
It reads, justice will be done.
Sounds rather ominous, doesn't it, Dr. Wassett?
Hey, man, look. A blindfolded lady with no dog.
A replica of the statue representing justice. Well, I think we may as well return to dinner and ask a few questions. I didn't think the guests were supposed to disappear during this game. Must be a new wrinkle. This is a first-rate game, huh, Bard?
I guess.
I say, old boy, shouldn't we call the local constabulary?
Why?
Mr. Kondo, one of our guests is missing, and perhaps the local police should be made aware.
Golly whiz, yes, I agree.
Excuse me, but who are you?
I'm Wally Wallaby. I used to do a daily children's TV show. Wally Wallaby and the Gang.
Hey, I remember that show, man.
Really?
Yeah, it was awful.
Tell me, Wally Wallaby, why did you want to do away with our host, Barton Big?
Well, of course, I didn't. I wouldn't want to harm anyone ever in any way. I want people to be my friends.
How about you? What was your motive for having our host disappear?
Hey, man, my name's Miles Reed. I just blow. I don't off. I mean, I ain't hip to no handle like Big. I mean, he's got to be a suit, and, I don't hang with no suit.
What did he say?
He says he's a musician and he's heard of no one by the name of Big.
We seem to have heard from everyone but you.
Oh, my name is Sally Storm. I'm an actress. Perhaps you've seen me on the daytime drama, All My Doctors.
An actress, eh? Actresses always have things to hide in these mystery stories. Why did you want Mr. Big out of the way? Was he threatening you with something from your past?
I have never heard of anyone named Barton Big, and I don't know about the rest of you, but I am ready to retire.
Yes, perhaps we should all turn in for the evening and start afresh and on.
Afresh and on? What do you mean, man?
Let's sack out and start tomorrow morning.
I still think we should call the police.
What? And ruin the game?
I think a good night's rest might help us each. Good night, troops.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Good night.
What was that scream? Did you hear it?
Yes, I heard a scream.
Okay, everybody. Let's see what's going on here.
George, I don't think this game is on the up and up.
All right. Are we all agreed that we heard a scream?
Of course we heard a scream, you nit. Why do you think we're out in the middle of the night in our jammies?
Very well. Are we all here?
One is missing.
Who might that be?
I think it's the army fella.
Right, he was in the orange room.
Empty. Hello? Another clipping.
It reads, Wigston is freed. At exactly 10:03, Lieutenant Colonel Ashby Wigston left federal port a free man after having been found innocent of the charge of stealing rare coins.
Strange, wouldn't you say, what's it? Just like the other one.
Yeah, right, except that the cat's name was Wiggins and not Wigston.
And the other one had a note written on it.
So does this one. It reads, Justice will be done.
Yes, but there was a statue of...
It's the lady singer again.
Colonel Wiggins has a bigger closet than I do, too.
All right. I think it's time to ask some questions. We each heard a scream. What did we do?
I opened my door and looked out.
Right on, man, I saw you.
I opened my door, too.
Right, I saw you, too.
And I saw both you and Amanda.
I opened my door and saw no one.
I opened my door and saw Sally Storm.
As did I, and saw Wally Wallaby.
Everyone here is accounted for, then. Every one of us was seen, so no one of us could have been in the corridor sneaking around Colonel Wiggins' room.
Everyone, except you, Pondo.
No one saw you.
That's right.
How do we know where you were, Sherlock?
We don't know.
This is ridiculous. Sherlock is the captain of this mystery weekend.
Mystery weekend?
What mystery weekend, man?
You're not here for a mystery weekend?
Hey, man, most of my weekends are mysteries.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about. I'm going to bed.
If I might suggest, we should all get back to bed. And lock your doors.
Mystery weekend? That's not criminal about a mystery weekend. Why did she say that?
George, I think we have more than a mystery weekend on our hands. I think we have a real mystery.
Of course it's a real mystery, and a darn good one, too.
George, I think we should call the local cops.
And ask them to play?
No, ask them to help us find 2 missing people. None of the other guests have heard of a mystery weekend game.
They're just play acting. I don't want to call the police, Pat.
People on mystery weekends aren't supposed to disappear, George. Something in this equation just doesn't figure.
Pat, I got to tell you, I feel silly. Hello, operator. I'd like the police. Hello? Oh, hello? Well, lucky me.
What?
The phone's dead.
"100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science